Let's address an uncomfortable truth. If you struggle to make friends, the issue might not be you. You could simply be operating on a frequency that most people can't tune into. This isn't hollow reassurance, it's a deeper look into why certain minds experience isolation, even when they crave connection. Loneliness isn't always about being unlikable. Sometimes, it's about being too aware, too genuine, or too mentally taxing for a world that often prefers comfortable illusions. If social interactions feel like a language everyone else is fluent in, pay close attention. What follows might clarify things. Trait 1, you perceive what others miss. Many who find themselves alone share a piercing ability, they see through facades. You don't just listen to words, you hear the intent behind them, the polite laughter that isn't genuine, the compliment that seeks something in return. Psychology notes this as high social perception. It's a double-edged sword. In a world where much of socializing is a performance, your refusal to play along can make others uneasy. They may pull back not because you're unkind, but because you make them feel truly observed. Most people prefer to be admired, not seen. So, while groups bond over shared surfaces, you're left wondering why no one delves deeper. If this is resonating with you, hit the like button. It lets me know we're on the same page. Trait 2, your mind is in constant analysis mode. This is where it becomes exhausting, for you. Every slight pause in conversation, every subtly worded text, becomes data to be analyzed for days. This hypervigilance is draining, for you and for others. When you're perpetually scanning for subtle signs of judgment, you can't relax into the moment. That tension is felt. People may misinterpret your caution as disinterest or your quietness as arrogance, so they stop reaching out. Connecting begins to feel like labor, not ease. Trait 3, you are your own emotional anchor. Friendships often function on a system of mutual need, a sharing of struggles and support. However, if you are emotionally self-reliant, you handle your problems internally. You rarely ask for help or share vulnerabilities. On paper, this is strength. In practice, it can create isolation. Human bonds thrive on reciprocal vulnerability. If people never feel needed or allowed to support you, they may subtly drift away, not out of dislike, but because there's no role for them in your world. Want more insights like this? Be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a new perspective. Trait 4, you don't mold to the group. This trait is pivotal. It's a low drive for social conformity. You won't laugh at a joke you find hollow or agree with an opinion just to keep peace. The foundation of most group belonging is shared identity, common tastes, jokes, or views. Your independent wavelength, while authentic, creates a natural distance. You earn respect, but often from afar. That step you take back to observe the crowd. It preserves your integrity, but it can also build a fortress. Trait 5, you feel deeply, but express differently. Here is a profound challenge. Some struggle with friendship because they express care through action, not emotional demonstration. You might be the person who will solve any problem at 3 a.m., yet feel lost when someone simply needs shared feelings. This isn't a lack of care, your feelings run deep but are processed privately. People often seek emotional resonance, to feel that their joy or pain is mirrored. When they receive a practical solution instead of that resonant sympathy, they can feel disconnected. By the time you've processed and are ready to express, the moment for connection may have passed. What's your experience with this? Let's have a real conversation in the comments below. The quiet reality is that people often drift apart not from one dramatic event, but from countless small, unintentional distances, a delayed reply as you overthink, a muted reaction, a refusal to pretend. You became too authentic, too nuanced, for a social world that often values noise and ease over depth and truth. Here is the crucial takeaway: not having a wide social circle doesn't mean you're defective. It may mean your mind runs on a different operating system, one that prioritizes depth over distraction and truth over tribal belonging. A mind like that is rare. You can't fake a real connection, and you shouldn't dilute who you are to force one. You stand apart not because no one understands you, but because very few can truly match your frequency. The goal isn't to change who you are, but to understand how your mind works. When you do, you'll shift from asking, "Why don't I have friends?" to realizing a more powerful truth: not everyone is built to navigate the depth you inhabit. And perhaps, that's more than okay. If this perspective added value to your day, please share it with someone who might need to hear it.